Hello everybody, this is Jonathan MACHTIG with 1000 GM. I'm here with Grandmaster Akobian, and we're taking out the Hollywood Super Swiss.
Hello everyone, hello Jonathan. Let's take a look at this game from round number 2. This is IM Bortnyk with the white pieces against IM Stearman. E4, C5. We have a Sicilian defense. And now rare surprise here, no main lines, a Lapin system, okay? This is the system that, slow system. White wants to play D4 and try to get a big center. Okay, with the modern theory, of course, black equalizes this quite comfortably. Knight f6 is one of the top moves. Another option here is to play d5. It's another very principled move. And take is queen takes, and the whole point is that you put a pawn on c3, you don't have the move knight c3 anymore to kick my queen. Here, d5, bishop c4, knight b6, bishop b3, d5, e4, bishop f5, activating the bishop. That's actually very solid for black. H4 again. We see the move h4. Whenever you see the start of h4, the next move white wants to play g4. You have to start watch out for it. Okay, like if you make a move like this, it's a big trouble. You just lost the piece. Yeah, you're trapped. So pay attention, guys. In this kind of Caro-Kann structures, when there's h4 comes in, g4 is the next threat. You have to watch out. So you can play h6 or even h5 in this position, okay? Knight g2, knight c6, bishop g6. I'm not sure why bishop g6. I think the bishop clearly belongs on h7 here, And I think he's trying to induce h5, but I'm not sure if it's that necessary. I like the bishop on h7 better. Okay, so we get this, and now queen comes in here, putting pressure on g7. So here black played rook g8, castles, take. It's actually quite interesting that apparently the better move here is actually to play. Well, first of all, you're supposed to take here first. This is important, and then play rook g8. Okay. Then it's like maybe a little bit better for white, maybe. So he played rook g8, and that's a very important move is rook c1, very deep. The point is that if it ever takes, you take back with the rook. You're not getting the pawn on c3. So again, very deep here. It looks like white is just better here. Knight e7. Queen d7 is the best move. Perhaps queen d7, knight a5, and try to long castle. Yeah, you cannot castle short anymore, and you don't want to keep the king in the middle of the board. Bishop back to c1. Trying to play bishop a3, a5, a4, knight c4. Inaccuracy. Better would have been the move rook c8 in this position. Takes, bishop a3, knight d5, knight e4. Now knight is trying to land on d6. Takes, queen takes. Again, the problem is the king is in the middle for Josiah. The king is in the middle. If the queens are off the board, I think there's no problem. And now this is looking very annoying a little bit. Okay, so queen d7 is fine. He wants to go long castle. Bishop d6. f5. I like it. Taking advantage of the fact that you cannot take en passant. d6 is hanging. g5. Like it. f1. Queen c6. King d7. I really like black's position here. Rooks are connected. He can play b6 and bring the rook to g8. Rook b5. b6 makes sense. Doubling up the rooks. f1. And now Josiah is winning against IM Bortnyk. All he needs to do, find the move f4. He does it. And he does it. He finds it. Yes. King e2. This king f1 wasn't the best move. The best move was bishop c5. And super complicated stuff. Looks like the game ends in a draw here. After f4, bishop b6, and rook g3 ideas. Super sharp. But here, rook. Okay, check. Wait a minute. Check. G1, and this is just winning position. H5, apparently. Ay, he blunders here. So apparently this wins. Let's see. How? Rook G1, C3, bishop A3, king C6. You're just activating the king, and black is just too busy with white is just too busy with all the problems with losing this pawn. Yeah, just slowly win take, and maybe go king c4, king b3, even take on a4. Ah, okay. Takes. Now some race ensures. Okay, c2 is necessary. C2. Now king takes a6. Somehow this. Okay, anyway, the game was super long, and it should be a draw, but it ended up being a win here. So did they? Yeah, so they did reach this position, which a rook and a bishop, and basically take. Rook h6 was a blunder here. Rook h3 is the best defense. He went here, and basically yeah, rook g7 just wins here. It's a theoretically winning position. Rook g7, king h6, bishop g3. So he went here. It's a draw now. Something with the DGT board. This is winning now. Yeah, now rook comes over. Yeah, so the whole point in this position is now you're threatening to mate your opponent, and if he doesn't do anything, and if he goes back here, you don't check, you just go here, and now you have a mate here. So the final move was the rook a5 was a mistake. If he just goes here, as long as you keep him caught, then you still have some chances here. But it looks like this is already losing this position. Yeah, king is very badly caught there on h6. Anyway, super long game. I mean, Josiah was winning. Josiah was winning this game. I mean, right around here, he has a +5 advantage if he plays the move h5. So must be very, very disappointing for him, because he actually could have won this game, and that would have changed the whole thing. But again, complicated positions, you need time, and you need to show precision to win these games, okay? But h5 was the move that looks like would have given him the victory here. h5, h4, h3, just continue pushing the pawn. And there were a lot of back and forth ideas after that too. You guys can maybe look at that after, slowly how this next 30-40 moves were played, okay? All right, thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back with more games for you. See you soon.